This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com.
Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay guys, now let's take a look at the gold market. Well, on the gold market, price finally has formed at least something. So you can see right around the last, if you could call it, resistance area, which stands around the yearly pivot point and monthly pivot resistance 1, market has formed the bearish engulfing pattern. As we said in our weekly research, that market in fact has no barriers on the higher road right to the 1430 area. That will be the next target of the possible move to the upside. And we said that it's very difficult to say whether market will give us any retracement for taking the long position with this target. And as market has formed this engulfing pattern on some temporal relief on the situation in the Ukraine and the geopolitical tensions, the market could show some reasonable retracement. But for us, as we said, the major level to watch for first is this 1355 previous top. So if market will move below them, that will be the first sign of the possible retracement. The minimum target of this retracement, if it will really happen, and a bit later I will explain why I'm not sure with it, the minimum target will stand approximately at the distance of the bars of this engulfing pattern. So if you could count it to the downside, that will give us approximately the area around 1330 area. It's right here. That will be the minimum target. If market will take out of these lows and will form on daily time frame reversal pattern, in this case we could pretend on some deeper ABCD action or something of that sort. Now you can see that trend stands at the verge to turn to the bearish side, but this trend hasn't been confirmed yet, since this candle hasn't closed yet. So that's the today's candle, and we don't know yet whether market will shift trend to the bearish or not. But that is the setup that we have on the daily time frame chart. We will see what will happen. And the thing why I'm not sure that we will get this stands due to today's Putin speech on the Crimea situation, on the Crimea voting. And currently markets are correcting on some relief on the tensions when this the Crimea referendum has passed. That was really calm and without no some incidents. So this was really calm in this region, and the voting has passed. And on this situation, market has given have got some reliefs. So you can see some decrease on the gold market, shallow retracement to the upside on the Japanese yen. But I suspect that in today's speech of the Putin concerning the Ukraine situation, I can't exclude that it will give the hint that Russia will do anything that it has to do to protect their citizens, to protect the Russian population in the southern east regions of the Ukraine. Because as you know, the new Ukraine government has dropped the additional military forces, the tanks and other forces right to the borders of the southeastern regions, the Donetsk, Kharkov, Lugansk. So to struggle against the people who is not quite satisfied with the new Ukraine government, and they demand additional referendum and some other moments. So you can see so some real escalation of the conflict could start to appear in southeastern regions, also in Odessa and other cities in the Ukraine. And I suspect that we will not get some real relief in the nearest future. I suspect that we will see even more tensions and more struggle, and I can exclude the really very bad consequences in these regions. Well, if this really will happen and Russia will protect and will try to prevent this development of the civil war in these regions, although that will be the sign of the good kind, this could be treated by the Western countries as the attempt to grab more territory on the Ukraine, and that will lead to more risk aversion on the financial markets, could really increase the demand for the gold and the Japanese yen. That's why, personally, guys, if we will get the reasonable retracement here, this will be really great. That will give us an opportunity to take the long position. But I suspect that we could get another upward continuation in the gold market in the nearest future. But currently, as you can see on the daily time frame chart, we have the patterns that have been confirmed. And if it will give us any retracement, that will be great. But if not, and after I can't exclude that, and we should use it for taking the long position, because I think that hardly we will see any relief in the Ukraine situation in the nearest future. Well, that's just my 2 cents on the current situation. That's why we should use these chances if we will get it, because I think that market now stands on the road to the 1540 area in the long-term perspective. On the 4-hour time frame chart, market has moved below the weekly pivot point. Weekly pivot support 1 stands at the lower border of this parallel channel that we have discussed previously, right? Well, and one of the patterns that we could get here is the possible Judd Napoli, some brand by the sell or something of that sort. So if you're a scalp trader, you probably could try to use it. But guys, personally, taking in consideration all the nervousness situation around this Putin speech and all that's now is going on in the Ukraine, it's really risky, and it could be really expensive to take any short position on the gold market. So if you still intend to trade it, take the profit fast. Do not marry any short position right now. So as I said, we could get here some brand by the sell or something of that sort. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in a row to the downside. So market could try to show some retracement right back up, reach the weekly pivot point and the first resistance around 1370. Maybe it will drift slightly lower if market will bounce from these previous highs. And only after that we'll continue move with the bearish engulfing that has been formed in the daily time frame chart. So that's in fact 2 patterns that I see right now, nothing more. But personally, guys, I would better to use this engulfing pattern to take the long position. We'll just monitor this retracement down. Maybe market will give us some kind of the ABC pattern down or something of that sort. And I would better to use this position to take the long position rather than trade this current setup on the bearish side. That just because this is just safer. But if you have the sufficient experience to do this, I absolutely do not object against the possible trading on the short side of the market, because we have the setup and we have the reasons trying to do this. We have the context. That's just not the blind entry on the short side of the market. Yes, we have some development to the downside. Maybe this will be even brand by the sell or something. We have the bearish engulfing. So theoretically, we have the reasons to try to trade it. But taking into consideration the whole context that's forming on the gold market, I would better, as I said, guys, search possibility to take the long position on the daily time frame chart after the retracement.